So this is kind of out of left field, but out of boredom recently I was playing some Diablo 3, and I came up with this build that I guess I'm calling the Flayer Jungle. I'm just running Zombie Handler and Fetish Sycophant as well as Fetish Army. I have a piece of gear that turns all of my zombie dogs into one large-scale dog, and I also have a legendary voodoo knife that reduces the cooldown of Fetish Army by 1 second every time a Fetish attacks someone. So that's the knife that I'm using right here on the left. And then the ring I've got on the right is what turns my dog into one large-scale dog. So the gist is, with that passive ability, I've got a 15% chance of proccing a random fetish. I'm firing out 3 frogs, they go through multiple targets, so I'm basically stacking proc chance. I had another element or item at some point that like increased the number of frogs. I want to use that in conjunction, but I'm actually in review. I think it was a primary weapon, so it would interfere with my knife. But either way, you can see that I've got 4 of the random spawns, and then I've got 8 of the other fetishes. Now, an alternate to this build that I thought about was having just 6 fetishes, because then you can reduce the cooldown from like 140 to 90 seconds. But having those 2 extra fetishes is nice because it's just another 2 potential stabs to reduce the overall cooldown. I don't know that this is necessarily optimized, but I just had a lot of luck with this, and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was fun. It reminds me a lot of playing like a Necromancer Skeletal build, especially since I refuse to pay $20 for DLC on a game that just doesn't do it for me. Maybe I'm just being a pain in the ass, but I'm not going to pay for DLC in Diablo 3. We're working on Diablo 4 as we speak, so it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. This actually ends up being my record for most fetishes on screen at any one given moment. I think I get up to something in the area of like 24, 23 or 24. So yeah, exactly 23 fetishes is my limit thus far. But I mean, again, it's like if I had more enemies to proc off of, it could go higher. And those ones that are 15% only last for a little while, but that's the beauty of the build, is that even if they're temporary, every time they stab, they're reducing the cooldown of their 8 backup. So it's like you're always either going to have proccing fetishes, or you're going to have this 8 just waiting. Like, look at that cooldown on number 2 just flying down. Like, my biggest regret right now is that I don't have people to stab. And even when those 8 are gone, I'm still sitting at 15 solid. And just look at that cooldown. Like, by the time I start losing this 15, I'm already going to have the cooldown reset. Boom, there it is. So boom, another 8. Look at that. So I'm right back to like 23, 22 fetishes again. Big time opportunity for a group photo.